Hey.
Hey.
Welcome back to the WAC Podcast.
Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for joining us for another week.
Spencer Cook.
And I am also Spencer Cook. I'm just kidding. I made it that.
Yeah, you better be joking.
Identity crisis over here.
Yeah, I know.
So happy to have you. Welcome back to another week. What has been going on with you this week? What's a catch up?
Horrible.
Ever since you've come back?
Yeah.
You worried me because, you know, after we went to that house with whatever his name was, I thought you were never coming back.
I thought I was dead. I'm
I
gonna be
thought
honest.
you were dead.
I blacked out. I woke up in a bathtub full of ice, and I was really sore on one side, so I think they took one of my kidneys or something. I think that's what it was. It was wild. So I am one kidney down.
Do you have stitches still, or what's going on?
No. I'm just gonna be modest. I really don't want you guys
You're
to
like,
see
I don't
want to
see that.
I'm more of a one-piece girl rather than a two-piece bikini.
You're not a pick-me girl.
I'm not. No. But
we
my
hope
week's
you
been
guys.
okay.
We hope you guys liked the ghost episode.
It was a lot of fun to film.
It was a lot of fun to film.
Put together,
It really was, and it was fun to push ourselves out of our comfort zone. But we also are thinking about doing some other off-campus locations too, just because of how successful it was, and also just how fun it was to do. So
it's nice to not be in a room.
Even though we love this setting, even though we really love being here and talking to each other every week, it's kind of fun to branch out of your comfort zone. So.
Do something different. Do something new.
Do something different.
What about you? How's your week been? What you been up to?
It's been good. I started filming for my capstone last week. So after the podcast episode, actually last week that we did the little beginning snippet of, went home, and then Thursday, all day on Thursday, not all day, but for the part of the morning, I was in the OR with my mom at her plastic surgeon's office.
Gotcha. You sent me pictures. You had your little outfit on.
So fun. And then we did the interview portion, and then my mom and I hosted a bridal shower for my cousin. So we were
happy congratulations.
Engagement.
Yeah, congratulations to your cousin.
So we had so many people over the house. It was exhausting, and then just trying to catch up from the time change. I don't know if the time change has been messing with you.
It's been bad.
It's been so bad. I could not fall asleep at night, and I can't wake up in the morning. I just can't.
My issue is falling asleep. I can't go to sleep anymore. I'll stay up an hour and a half, 2 hours later.
Yes.
Just because I expect to be going to bed at a different time, and it just it's whack. It throws me off.
It's so whack. But it is. No, one of the other nights I went to bed literally 2:30, wasn't even tired.
Nope.
And I was like, what's I don't even know.
You don't know what's right from left and what's up from down, you know?
Hot and cold.
All because of an hour shift.
Yes and no.
Yeah.
You're in and you're out.
What price did we pay?
And you're
for
up
an
and you're
extra
down.
Hour? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just
at least we're gonna get more sunshine throughout the day. That's what I'm happy about. Woo. And summer's coming.
I wear a one piece, so like I said, the tan, the whole summer thing, it just don't get me, you know?
Don't look at me like that. So aside from that, we are going to get started with this week's episode.
Yes.
And we did a lot kind of last year with what we developed the podcast for what we wanted to be. Mm-hmm. And there are so many podcasts out there on the internet right now that are just doing all these kinds of different things. And I watched this episode that I found on TikTok. Yeah. And it was this girl, she read Am I the Asshole submissions. And there are pages all over the internet of Am I the Asshole submissions of people's real life scenarios, and they send them in, give information about what happened, and then they get their opinions on it. So we thought we would do that today. Thought it'd be super fun. Mm-hmm. And we have a couple that we were going to read that stuck out to us. Yes. They're not super long, but
I mean, this one is a little long.
Yeah, some of them may be just a little bit in length, but we'll try and keep your attention. Keep you entertained. That's our main job.
And we're gonna from here on out, just for vision policy and everything. Let's say, am I the a-hole? Just so we don't say it 40 times this episode, because then we're gonna get a text from Brianna, and she's
gonna be like,
"Can we talk about the podcast?
Not doing
Let's talk
that.
about the podcast."
Yes, so we're just going to. I've already said it. My apologies.
Yeah,
we're gonna say,
No, don't apologize. You used it twice. That's the max amount we're allowed to use it in an episode. It's okay. You maxed it out. we have a rating for a reason, you know. We
on
we
Yelp.
use it. Yep. Mhm.
Make sure and rate us on Yelp.
Yep. Yelp.com/whackpodcast. You can leave comments, talk to us, ask us questions.
Out of 5 stars, how are we doing right now? You know what I mean?
Wait till they hear these stories. then things are gonna change. Things are gonna go for the better. You
Things
can
are
go
gonna go-
first, by the way. 'Cause
You
I
want
just
me to
don't-
go first?
I don't want to drop mine yet. Mine's kind of a.
Oh God. Okay. So this is kind of, we didn't do any that were too intense, I guess.
Yeah.
There were some that are really, really, really intense when it comes to like relationships, and also
No,
when it
like
comes
some
to
of
like,
them are like, am I the a-hole for like putting my son that I didn't like at 2 years old up for adoption? Like,
Right.
is that my problem?
Right.
And I'm like,
I've read
Well, yeah,
some
I think
that
that is
says
your
like, am
problem.
I the a-hole for cheating on my wife when I didn't mean to? Like stuff like that. You know what I mean? So this is a little bit, we pick and choose
we do.
what we say.
We picked the good ones.
So the first one is, am I the a-hole for getting upset with my best friend's son for giving him cake? My son is 8 years old and recently attended his friend's 8th birthday party. This friend is my best friend's son. I don't let my son have any much or junk food at all, and usually he brings his own snacks. For this incident, it was carrot sticks and ranch to an event that had a lot of sugary foods. My best friend bakes a lot and made a special chocolate cake for her son's birthday party. When it comes to my son, I don't let him have cake. This is a personal preference for his health and not any allergy reasons, and he's not a diabetic or gluten-free. My son knows he isn't allowed to have cake because of the addictiveness of it. When he was told by his best friend at this party, his friend apparently got upset and told him that it was good cake and not bad, like I say, because my mom made it and it was his birthday. My son ate the cake, got a huge sugar rush from it, crashed, making him cranky for the rest of the day after we left the party. I told my friend she needed to have some kind of consequences for her son to teach him to not peer pressure other children into eating things that they are not allowed to have. She said because it wasn't an issue of allergies or health, that she's sorry my son was cranky, but she won't be punishing her son or talking to him about it on his birthday. She says also that she'll just that, and she'll watch more closely, making sure her husband does it in the future, as well as have a chat with him on another day about respecting food habits. Parentheses. I love my friend, but historically her and her husband have always said yes to their son and not given him any consequences for anything. Other parentheses. Both of us were present at the party and did not see them sharing the cake. Parentheses, they were outside eating in the backyard with their fathers and some other parents supervising while we cleaned up, parentheses. So it's not an issue of anyone going behind anyone's back, just teaching children boundaries and respect. I let my son stay for the rest of the party and be with his friend, so it's not like I ruined the entire party or the entire day. Am I the a-hole for being upset with my friend's son and the fact that she won't punish her son for pressuring my son into eating birthday cake?
She was definitely a fat kid growing up. She was definitely a fat kid growing up.
Here's the thing.
She thinks that keeping her son from eating cake is going to keep him skinny and healthy, and that is. Go ahead.
Here's
Say
the
what you're
thing.
gonna say.
Here's my perspective on it. Everything is okay in moderation.
Exactly. Yeah.
There is no reason for a mom to be that particular on sugary stuff. Kids need to enjoy themselves and have fun at birthday parties and eat birthday cake.
And she
you know
even
what I mean?
clarified. She even clarified, like, none of the precautions I take and the limits I impose on my son
Are for health reasons. Right. It's a different story if he's allergic to something, gluten-free,
Yeah, that
or
would make
needs it for his
sense.
health, or
Yeah.
diabetic. But since she's just a personal preference,
It doesn't make sense.
8 years old, like, come on. Like, you deserve to have, like, a piece of birthday cake.
Yeah, that's tough.
I think that's really tough. I think what's also really tough is that she's forcing the other mom, her friend,
her best
to
friend,
punish her son when it's her selfish reason on how she parents her son.
Exactly, yeah.
What gives you the right to tell somebody else how to parent their son?
It's not even the other mom's fault, because the other mom did not see her son do it. Like,
Exactly.
I feel like, 'cause
if she
they're
was
best
standing right
friends,
there,
yeah, they're best friends.
then
She
maybe
would have stopped her son.
Exactly.
And her son is 8. He's at this point, he, like, some people, you know how, okay, hold on, I gotta calm down for a second. You know how there are
You're
like
getting heated.
you know there are like those discussions about, like, when did you first gain consciousness, right? Some
Okay.
kids don't even gain it until after they're 8. Like, that kid could be on autopilot, and he just goes, "This is good cake," gives it to him. You know what I mean? Like,
That's
they
true.
just don't. You're too young to know the well, I feel like you do know the difference between, like, some right and wrong, but, like, to an extent, it just doesn't make sense to you when you're 8.
Right. Like, I remember.
Like, I would give my dog chocolate. I mean, I did not give my dog chocolate when I was younger, but I'm saying, like, as a kid,
I did. Yeah.
oh my, that's horrible. You're
But,
not
like,
supposed to-
they're not, like, it doesn't. I gave, like, my boxer an Oreo.
Oh, that makes sense.
You know
I
what
thought
I
you
mean?
meant, like, you
But
consistently would feed
but
him
one
chocolate
time,
or something.
off topic, one time, my first dog, his name is Rocky, God rest his soul, he ate an entire pan of brownies. And we had to go get his stomach pumped at the vet hospital. And
That's so funny.
so that's off topic. But
That's
like
horrible.
But like still, like I think it's so hypocritical of her to ask her friend to punish her son.
No, that's just mean. And she has no right to get mad at her friend, because first of all, like, my best friend, like, if one of my best friends, like, if Nick, we grow up, we have sons, and Nick's son gives my son a piece of cake after I tell my son it's not cool, I am never gonna get mad at Nick and be like, "Bro, you have an issue.
Like,
you and your
you-
wife have been
Get
doing
outside.
this. You don't ever punish your kids." Like, I would never do that. That's
Yeah,
embarrassing.
and it's not her place also to say, I love my friend, but historically her and her husband has always said
that's
yes
not-
to their
because
son
it's all
and not given
opinionated.
him any consequences to anything.
Yep,
I mean,
exactly.
it's just like that's not your place to determine that. Do you know what I mean?
No, it's not her place in any way.
So that one was, I don't know, me personally having a personal preference to not give your child a piece of cake or sugary stuff at a birthday party, like when there's no health reasons behind it.
It doesn't make any sense.
You're a psychopath.
Yeah,
Sorry.
literally. So
like,
you are the a-hole. We rule.
You are the a-hole.
You gotta hit the button.
A-hole. You gotta put some kind of.
I'm gonna put like a little, like, those buttons from Staples, and you, like, hit it, it's like, that was easy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put like one right there.
No, but you should also put like a big like red like text sign that says a-hole, a-hole, a-hole.
Exactly. That's what we do.
Okay.
So here are mine. I am not gonna.
Just read one.
Here we go.
Okay. Got it?
So, I'm not even going to read the title. I want you to just experience this as we go. 35 male here. My wife, 32 female, bought herself this awesome hair dryer from Dyson last month, and she paid over $400 for it. This is easily the coolest hair dryer I've ever seen. It's silver and purple and has this really cool design. Reminds me of the plasma rifle from Halo. Super quiet as well. You can dry your hair in stealth mode. I was so impressed by this dryer that I asked my wife if I could use it too. She said I could use whenever I wanted, and it was good that I use it to get better and get, like, the money's worth. Like, she was okay, like, yeah, we can share this. Like,
Dyson
totally
hair
share
dryers
this, yeah.
so expensive. Yeah.
I know, $400 is insane. So he said I started using it every morning after my shower to dry my hair, instead of using like a towel or like air drying. And so he just got really used to that over a couple months, and he started experimenting and tried drying his armpits, and like his armpits worked. And then he says, I started drying down below. Side note, 100% do recommend. Without going into much detail, it just feels a lot more hygienic throughout the day. This morning, my wife walked into the bathroom after my shower and saw me doing it. For the record, I did not intend for her to come in, but I had my foot on the counter, hair dryer in hand, pointed towards Venus and Earth. He said I may have been also humming the Halo theme. My wife had a bit of a freak out. She's like, "What are you doing?" I stopped and reminded her that she said I could use it too for her money's worth. She said she never intended it to be used that way. So I'm not sure if my wife has a point here. I definitely did not explicitly state how I was going to use the dryer, but there was no conversation of a limit beforehand. Am I the a-hole?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. Honestly, in defense of one of my boys.
From a girl's perspective, I think it's 50-50. I don't think he's the a-hole for using the dryer to dry his hair, to his armpits, and even down there. Do you know what I mean?
Well, yeah, no, I understand.
But
I agree
think
with that.
there should have been some kind of communication.
Limitation, like the wife, or like he should have at least
Right.
told her first. I could understand that, because some women are, but see, okay, wait a second. This doesn't make sense to me though, because he's fresh out of the shower.
Right.
So he, realistically, if you've married a man that knows how to shower, his wife has nothing to worry about because he knows how to shower, and it's an air dryer. You're not like, it's not like a washcloth, like it's an air dryer.
It's like
or a hair dryer.
He's not like touching it there.
Yeah, he's not doing anything. He's just
drying it.
Yeah, that's it.
I think it's fine because with those Dyson hair dryers, one of my best friends from the college program, she had one, and it came with all these attachments in this little box with a big bow on it. I mean, it was so fancy, and they are so ridiculously expensive. And I think, you know, to his respect, like
I found the model he has.
Yeah, to his respect,
Wow.
like she said, yeah, let's get our money's worth. Use it whenever you want.
100%.
I just think there should have been a little bit more communication.
This is great. Oh, here, I'll turn this around. Well,
Yeah,
my Wi-Fi's not working, guys, so I can't even like show you the picture.
Just go back to Google. It's just a
Here's
blank
the product page. Yeah, it's blank because there's no.
Go back to Google.
God, freaking. It's okay. This one. Come back in. I know. Look, center cam. I'm so sorry. It's the one.
Focus.
It's one.
Focus
it's not even. No, it's not even focused. You just have to turn it down in the color correcting. It's this one. I'm gonna put a picture on screen right here. Okay.
Great.
Edit's over. Picture's gone. Take a hike.
Anyway.
The whole crowd saw
I think
what it
it's
was.
fine. I think he just should have said, "Hey, is it okay if I use your hair dryer to dry?"
Yeah.
Thanks, Nick.
Yeah.
To dry that region of my body. And honestly, if I were the wife in that situation, I would be totally fine with it.
Yeah,
I don't
I'm
care.
just like from a male perspective, it makes sense in like every way because like as a guy, I'd be like, oh, that would not offend my wife at all.
No.
And from a girl perspective, I don't. Unless you're like, unless you're
cognizant about his hygiene down there.
That's great.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
unless you're
it could
grossed
be
out by that kind of stuff,
like,
but you shouldn't be if you're married to a man. Like
Right.
it doesn't make sense.
Right. Like,
you know what I'm saying?
I don't know. Yeah. I don't. Consensus.
Yeah.
You are not the a-hole. Have fun with your Dyson hairdryer. Oh, I lost my whole thing. Okay. We're each gonna read one more, and
Go for it.
I'm gonna try and find it. I went through my entire.
She lost it, so
camera
I'm
roll.
gonna tell you guys a story.
Okay, let me find it. That's funny.
Oh, one time we were driving down the interstate. This was hilarious.
Oh,
we
I
were driving
found
down the
it.
interstate with my little brother. I'll make this really quick. And my dad, I remember my dad made a joke about rolling my fingers up in the window, so I took my fingers off the window, but my brother didn't hear my dad, so he kept his fingers on the window, and my dad rolled up my brother's, like all 4 of his fingers in the window. He was like maybe 4. It was hilarious. And that's it. Go ahead.
Did he break his fingers?
No, nothing happened. They just turned purple for like 30 minutes, and he was fine.
My dad slammed the car door on my brother's thumb when he was 12.
Oh my god. That's even worse than like a window. Imagine your
my
thumb
mom
getting
was
stuck
my
between
mom
that
was working
metal.
in the hospital at the time.
Oh, did your mom end up seeing your
We
Oh my
drove to the
God,
hospital,
your dad-
so she was there.
your dad
and
didn't get
she
action
wrapped
for
it
a
up.
week
He
after
was,
that.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my
Oh my
God.
god. We were at the parking
poor
lot for
guy.
Chick-fil-A too, and I was so looking forward to a Chick-fil-A sandwich. We had to go to the freaking hospital.
Oh my! Did he sleep in the garage, the couch? Like what happened?
I don't remember.
Ugh,
I was
man.
like 8. Okay.
That's wild. Okay, go ahead.
That's
Sorry, go ahead.
crazy.
Go ahead.
Back to our regular schedule programming. All right, this one's a little short. Am I the asshole for peeing? Oh, sorry. Am I the a-hole for peeing on a Fanta bottle or in one after finding out that my new roommate takes my drinks and food without my permission? Edit. I tried my best to get back to everybody, but I did not expect this to get so many replies. Oh, is this the response? Oh, okay, here it is. In the first week, I had a Fanta bottle unopened in my fridge, as my friends share fridge. But I bought one for myself since the kitchen is so large. I come home from work and I see it opened. I ask my friends and they deny it. I believe them since that it is not how they operate. I very politely asked my roommate, the guy, and he denied it as well. Everything's fine. A few days go by. Half a pack of my unopened donuts disappeared, and I got very upset. I asked him again, denies it. A few more days go by, and I wanted to test something. So I turned off my fridge, and I put a little wireless secret cam from Amazon that I have, and a bottle of pineapple juice in it. I drank a bit, peed in it, so it seemed full. I am seriously disgusted for doing it. Went to work, came back, And yes, somebody drank 40% of the bottle. I checked what got recorded, and that idiot was drinking from it, talking about his roommate.
And what's funny is he drank a little and stopped, so he knew that there was stuff in because he
knew
tell.
It was something else.
And that's so funny because he'll have that over. He'll never be able to speak up to his friend about it.
I asked him again, and he denied it. I sent him the video and told him that I peed in it. His eyes got so wide open. He started losing it, making choking noises, and called me a psychopath. He then told the landlord, and I explained everything to the landlord, and he said that it could not have been solved, that it could have been solved differently, but he should not touch anyone's belongings. I feel a bit bad because nobody wants to drink pee, but at the same time, why steal? Am I the a-hole for peeing on my drink and setting up a camera to give a lesson to whoever was stealing from me? There's an update. Edit. I tried my best to get back to everybody, but I did not expect this to get so many replies. Most of the answers related are probably already answered somewhere on the thread. Thanks for the different insights and points of view provided. Believe me, I'm not proud of this at all. Seriously, a new guy joined our share house and he has awful habits. We explained everything to him, but he could not care less. To give you some background, in the house, there is a uni student and she is lovely, and my 2 childhood friends, which are great and very respectful as well. We have all been living together for a few years now. There is one more room where the people come and go. The landlord brought the new guy a month or so ago. One of our main rules is don't touch anybody's food or drinks without their permission, as we had issues with some other people who got too comfortable despite being strangers, and there were many arguments. I highlighted it to him. If he ever needs something, ask. Oil, sugar, salt, it's fine, but everything else, ask.
Yeah, it totally makes sense. Now, I'm sorry, I just would not pee in the bottle.
I don't think I would go to those extremes.
Yeah, no, that's messed up. I can understand getting upset and the recording would have been enough, but yeah, I am gonna have to just quick verdict.
You are the a-hole.
I think he's the a-hole for that.
For sure.
I wouldn't. That's too far.
I think he's coming from a good place.
Yeah.
But if you get that mad over food and drink of your own, imagine how mad he's gonna get when something somebody actually comes for him.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
That's ridiculous.
I don't know. I feel like if you came to the consensus, like the landlord said, sure, you're not supposed to take things from other people living in the house, but it could have been solved other ways.
But yeah, no, I understand that. I agree. I think that guy is definitely the a-hole.
Consensus, you are the a-hole.
Okay, we got one more. Time for one more, guys. Okay, so this is weird, and I'm using this as a throwaway because this is embarrassing. Me, 29 female, and my partner, 25 male, have been dating for 3 years and have lived together for one of those years. We live in a small 1-bedroom flat that has 1 bathroom for our 2 cats. Why they would have a bathroom for cats, I don't know, guys. I know you're asking yourself that at home.
Well, they gotta...
I am a diabetic, and I'm on a large number of medications. One of them basically flushes sugar straight through my system and makes me pee a lot. Holy cow, that sucks. I can go from not feeling like I need to pee to if I don't pee in the next 20 minutes, I'll pee on myself.
Oh, God.
So it comes on really suddenly. Today, he had IBS, and after being in the bathroom for 40 whole minutes, she was like, oh, I need to pee and I have to go. Knocked on the door. He said he'd be another 10 minutes. 20 minutes later, he had been in there for an hour at this point. She had to pee for 30 minutes. So he just said, hey, I'm still in the bathroom. I'm sorry. And she said, screw it. My bladder hurts. I'm bursting. And she's like, I figured the cats would forgive me. We have 2 litter trays, one in the bathroom and one in the nook in the corridor. I pop a squat over the litter tray in the corridor and have a tinkle and use a kitchen towel to wipe it up. He comes out 10 minutes later and tells me the bathroom's free. I tell him it's fine. He gives me a funny look and I tell him what I did. He looks at me absolutely disgusted, says it's revolting, and he hasn't spoken to her all day. And he says he can't believe she would do something so gross. Is she the a-hole?
Is she the a-hole for
Am
peeing
I
in the
the a-hole
cat's
for
tray?
peeing in the cat's tray?
No.
No, I definitely agree. The guy is
He's
way in
the
the wrong
a-hole.
for that. Yeah.
Sure. IBS, bad.
Yeah, 100%.
It's really bad.
There's no
an
way
hour,
he took an hour and 20
an
minutes.
Hour.
By the end of the story, he was
This
in there
guy
for
was
an hour and
sitting
20
there
minutes.
with newspapers.
No, he was playing.
Okay.
He was playing like Clash of Clans. Like he was on the toilet playing a game or something. Yeah, an hour
Anyway.
and 20 minutes. I have never even when I take naked poops, I don't take longer than 30 minutes. Like that's embarrassing. And naked poops are like just.
And
really
she
bad
has
poops.
like a medical reason
Yeah,
that
no,
she
she
has
literally
to pee
can't- yeah.
when like it comes when she feels as though it does. Like what did she say?
That is
15 or 20
horrible.
minutes.
I totally thought when I first read she was diabetic, I totally thought it was going to go straight to pooping. I thought she was going to say she pooped all in the cat's tray.
Oh.
And then like didn't clean it up or something and blamed it on the cats.
Right.
And like that's where I thought that was going for a
So
second. I
they
was like,
have
wow.
only one bathroom in
Only
that
one
house.
bathroom. Why do they give the other bathroom to the cats?
I was about to say, is there not a toilet in the other bathroom?
Maybe there's not. Maybe it's just like a side closet.
It
and
may
they
be like
use
a
it.
mud room or something.
Something like that. But yeah, it says the cats have their own bathroom.
It obviously isn't a bathroom if it
It
doesn't have a
must not
toilet
be,
in
yeah,
there.
because she didn't have a second toilet. No, but I definitely agree. I don't think she's not.
You're not the a-hole.
Not the a-hole.
No.
Yeah, that's totally justifiable.
Okay.
We're like the judge
Breezing
and the
through
jury.
'em.
Yeah, we are.
We are
have
the
just,
judge and the jury.
we have decided guilty and not guilty tonight. I'm Judge Judy and you're Maury Povich. Look at that. Whatever his name is.
Okay.
But I think that is all the time we have for
all the
today.
time we have for today.
So we want to let you guys know we love you all. Thank you for joining in, tuning in, watching us, talking with us, laughing with us.
Next week,
Yeah.
not sure what we're going to do, but I think I may have Spencer go out and do some Billy on the street.
Well, stay tuned for that. Have a great one.
Bye!